Makarov doesn't leave here alive. Get ready. This is for soap.
Captain Price is the hero we all rooted for in Call of Duty. But what if I told you his journey from soldier to vigilante wasn't as clear-cut as we thought? Was Price truly the good guy? Did his relentless pursuit of justice push him into the realm of madness? In this video, we're dissecting the fine line between heroism and obsession as we explore whether Captain Price's actions were justified, or if he became the very thing he was fighting against. Stick around, because the truth behind this fan-favorite character might just change the way you see the entire Modern Warfare saga. You may not realize it, but Captain Price and Makarov are two sides of the same coin. Detonate a nuclear missile on a country that isn't home? Check. Failed assassination attempt? Check. Shooting up a public area for personal gain? Check. Hating General Shepard?
Looks like Makarov's intel was solid. This is it.
Check. So let's explore the life and tragedies of Captain Price. On November 5th, 2007, Captain Price's story would begin as we play as a younger version of Price in the community-favorite mission All Gillied Up. This would be the player's first understanding of Captain Price's madness, since we see him and McMillan sneak through an entire army and also fight that same army in the following mission. All the while he and his fellow mate Captain McMillan were running away after trying to assassinate Zakhaev. The franchise's most popular mission also solidifies his character as a hardened veteran. This is also the mission where you get to witness the dogs that are supposedly greater and more vicious than the ones he encounters in Modern Warfare 2.
To attract unnecessary attention. That doesn't sound good either.
Price has been through the worst of it. In Modern Warfare 2, we are set to capture a prisoner that is connected to Makarov, and that prisoner happens to be Captain Price. But why was he locked up? On April 17th, 2012, a live-action Modern Warfare short film was published by the Call of Duty channel. This short film was a marketing attempt to continue the hype for the highly successful Modern Warfare 3. But what this video actually reveals is the real reason Captain Price was captured and sent to prison. Captain Price made the heroic sacrifice to hold down the position while the rest of Task Force 141 escaped. Price would be captured by Makarov's men and sent to the Gulag. Rescuing Price seemed like a ray of hope for the time being. However, the next time we see Price, he would do something that would have easily landed him right back in that Gulag. After stealthily working through the mission contingency, you eventually have to reach a submarine that is about to launch an EMP missile. The task force allows Price to take the lead in stopping the mission of the launch. However, they may have trusted the wrong person to do so. Ghost immediately spots the silo doors opening on the submarine and begins to panic and alert Price about the silo doors, to which Price replies with a sinister attitude. Price had shocked the entire task force with that stun. But luckily for Price, his crew wasn't willing to snitch him out for what is clearly a heinous war crime, no matter how you spin it. Price allowed an EMP to strike the US and take out half of the country's electricity. All that did for the country was save the White House from being airstriked. But a missile like that is certain to cause long-term effects for the people affected by the EMP blast. Price had virtually ruined millions of lives just to stick it to Makarov. Ultimately, in the same game, the effort was in vain, since they were thrown off their focus with Makarov due to Shepard's betrayal. Which leads us into the Modern Warfare 3 story. In 2011, the intro to Modern Warfare 3 begins with the last time the player will ever see the point of view of Captain McTavish. The initials World War III splash onto the screen and would then become the MW3 logo. This is to remind the player of the situation that both Makarov and Price have created for the world. Their actions in the last act of Modern Warfare 2 only worsened the war, but Captain Price was dead set on making sure Makarov was taken out of command.
Who's this?
Prisoner 627. I'm coming for you, Makarov.
Haven't you heard, Price? They say the war is over.
My war ends with you.
Price is no longer playing it safe or ethically anymore. Captain Price's journey through the original Modern Warfare trilogy undoubtedly portrays him as a man shaped by the brutal realities of war. His actions, while sometimes morally ambiguous, reflect the complex character of a soldier who operates in the gray areas of morality. where the line between hero and villain becomes increasingly blurred. In the conclusion of Modern Warfare 3, Price's descent into vigilantism becomes more pronounced. One particularly telling moment is his assassination of Makarov at a hotel resort. With Makarov within reach, Price disregards the safety of the civilians present and prepares to launch a full-scale assault on the resort. The scene is tense and impactful to the story. Makarov's terrorism had finally caught up to him by the tenacious John Price. Price was now the villain to the villain, and he knew it was the only way to beat him at his own game. This moment exemplifies how far Price is willing to go to achieve his goal, even if it meant sacrificing his moral compass. Price's actions in the hotel are emblematic of his evolution from a disciplined soldier to a relentless vigilante. His willingness to endanger civilian lives contrasts sharply with the more restrained approach he took earlier in his career. Price is no longer bound by the rules of engagement. He's now driven by a personal vendetta against Makarov. This shift in behavior raises questions about the ethics of his actions, and whether his pursuit of justice has ultimately led him down a path of darkness. Price's transformation is a testament to the psychological toll of warfare and the lengths to which a man will go when pushed to his limits. As the story unfolds, it becomes clear that Makarov's influence has had a corrupting effect on Price. The once honorable soldier has become a figure willing to employ extreme measures to bring about his enemy's downfall. Price's descent into vigilantism is a stark reminder of the corrupting nature of revenge and the moral compromises that come with it. In the end, Captain Price's story is one of tragic heroism. His relentless pursuit of Makarov ultimately leads to his own demise. But at what cost? The price of victory was steep. The man who emerges from the final confrontation is a far cry from the noble soldier we first met in All Gilead Up. In a way, Makarov has succeeded in his mission to sow chaos and destruction, not just through his acts of terrorism, but by turning good men into something unrecognizable. Captain Price's story was a tale about the dangers of obsession and the fine line between justice and revenge. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe if you liked what you saw.